Okay, this is weird. What happened to our... It disappeared. Our banner disappeared, apparently. I have to recreate it. Get down on the lap, kitty cat. Anyway, welcome all to Quoth Raven News about Raven, November 25th, 2025. It is a mess in the house. Our regularly scheduled show had to be postponed and rescheduled, so we are doing our usual crowdfunding talk, but our guest had to be rescheduled. So joining me is our regularly scheduled co-host, Chris Hall. Yeah. Are you a turkey burglar?
I was recently pardoned.
Uh-huh. Second, you sound like if you just go to a little deeper voice.
Rubble, rubble. Oh, yeah. Rubble, 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 rubble.
Yeah, hamburglar. Yes, you got it. Now you stop it. Look at that thing down there.
I know. Yeah, he wants attention.
I'm here. I'm down here. All right. I have to redo this silly thing. And nothing wants to spell right today. All right, now we've got that. Now we just got to go all the way to the top. Oh my goodness. Up. All right. There we go.
There we go.
Okay. Anyway. All right. So now, will the computer work today? On top of it. Like I said, we were like having to yeah. Now it doesn't want to do that. No, I don't want to share the other buttons yet. I want a camera right back. Yeah. Thank you. I want back up in the chair. I want back up in the chair. You going to get up here? I'm Midnight. For those who don't know me, I am the star of the show. I have to be on camera at least half the time. Yes. No. Yeah. But anyway, like I said, rough week already. What's your plans for Thanksgiving before we get started?
We're gonna have about 6 or 7 people over. Just have a nice meal, maybe play some games, chat. So nothing major. Pass out in a food coma after the meal.
Right.
Too much carbs.
I don't know. What all you plan on cooking? Because I know you're the cooker.
I'm gonna dry brine a couple turkey breasts. Of course, stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes and gravy, sweet potatoes, the usual cranberry sauce.
Corn on the cob, cream corn.
No, we don't do corn. Sometimes I might do sunshine carrots. Depends. Which is just carrots with orange juice and brown sugar. So
yes, I know what that is.
Some people don't.
Well, you got to remember, I'm from the South. I'm not from the South, but I live in the South.
Right.
Anything with sugar, they know all about it.
Like, yeah, we invented that shit.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Are you wanting to like assassinate me or something? Even your unsweet tea tastes like sweet tea. Are you sure you didn't give me that? I'm not kidding. I went to a restaurant recently, and the first glass was tasted right. The second glass, I almost puked. It was so bad.
They put too much. They give you a sweet tea?
Not according to John. John tried it, and he's like, "No, this is fine." I'm like, "What?"
That man has no taste buds.
Well, no, it's just weird. You know, I think that there is just different sensitivities of different things too. You know, and if you're used to having sweet tea, and then you pour sugar into the sweet tea, which I've seen him do.
Oh yeah, when I was in the Army, you know, and doing the outside line with all the drinks and everything, and of course had to make the tea. I remember for the first time I made it, you know, and of course the mess sergeant would come around and try it, make sure everything was all right, and he took the drink of that tea. He's like, "What the hell is this, Hall?" He's like, "How many bags of sugar did you put in there?" I'm like, "1." He's like, "What the? You need at least 2." That ain't sweet tea until your teeth rot out.
Yeah, right. I don't want my teeth to rot out, Sergeant, sir. Okay, then I'll pull them out.
Yep.
Which do you prefer? Right? But back in the lap again is the fur monster.
So yeah, they taught me how to make proper Southern sweet tea.
And you will never do it again while you live up there.
No. Nope.
Because nobody up there, if you tried that up there, they would like say, "You are now a polar bear."
Much.
They take you over to the Mackinac Bridge and dump you over the side in the middle of January. Let you go splat right on the ice.
Of course, they did teach me how to make proper Southern fried chicken too, so that was a bonus.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's enough about that, I suppose. I don't know what all I'm fixing. I know I got one small turkey breast type thing, and I know I've got potatoes, so I'll probably make baked potatoes. Maybe mashed potatoes. I don't know. I've made my mind. I don't really want to do the work of having to peel the potatoes and slice the potatoes and boil the potatoes and mash the potatoes.
I got yellow potatoes, so you don't have to peel them.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I haven't figured out the rest of the meal just yet, but I'm kind of like, I don't want to do it. You know.
Well, then just have Boston Market deliver you a Thanksgiving dinner.
No, they cost too much. But and they wouldn't be able to fix anything that he would eat or I would eat anyway. Not the way they make stuff.
Right.
So anyway, no, we'll figure it out. But, it's not the same anymore for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always just me and the dad, so it's not like there's no sense in making a big meal anyway. You know. because I want to eat leftovers for a week or
Very
more.
true. Very true.
And I don't know. I'm not really a fan of it anymore. You know, it was different when I was a kid and my mother did most of the work. You know, and you know, you don't really appreciate it until it's not there anymore.
Right.
Unfortunately, but you know.
Of course, when I turned like 15 or 16, I was in charge of cooking the Thanksgiving meal. My mom's like, I'm not doing it anymore.
Yeah, and you still haven't found a person that will cook, huh?
No.
Yeah.
Cook. She just doesn't.
Huh?
I said she can cook, she just doesn't.
Are you trying to hide? What are you trying to do, Dan? Huh? I'm surprised you haven't tried to climb up my chest again. Anyway, we do have things to share, so let's go ahead and get those things shared. Let's start with Banzai Girl Reborn, #1. Comic book series by Jinky Coronado. This is on Kickstarter. It is Jinky Coronado's sexy schoolgirl adventure begins anew with this premiere issue featuring a sassy series of sexy variant covers. It's been on about a week, right?
It went out on Wednesday, I believe. No, I'm sorry, Monday. Yeah. So.
This past Monday.
Yep.
Okay.
And this is by Glasshouse.
Yes, this is by Glasshouse Graphics. And as you can see, they got 12,000 plus because it's sexy girls and skirts.
There's a lot of pink panty in this book. So
yeah, this is not a safe for work, not a safe for kids comic. Just so you all are aware. 186 backers, 23 days to go. Let's see what all they have to say.
Hi, this is Jinky Coronado. Look at what's new for Bonzi Girl.
Banzai Girl, you rock my world.
yes, I know the video backwards and forwards, inside and out.
Because you made it.
Because I made it.
And yes, that was Jinky in the video, the actual artist who draws it. And
apparently that took 12 takes. She does not like to be on camera.
Yeah, she doesn't. But it also, I mean, it's interesting how she did the. She likes to be in front of a camera, just doesn't like to be talking.
She doesn't like to talk on camera. Yeah, I correct that. Yeah, she has no problem with camera. She just doesn't like to talk.
Yeah, but yeah, very well actually. I think she did quite well for what she was asked to do. But let's see what this is all about, really. Though I mean, we got all kinds of push goal rewards, of course. But I mean, the story doesn't. Where's the story? Right?
There's a story there.
Yeah, I know. All the different. We got one funding goal unlocked already, which is the digital wallpapers. They got to get to 15,000 and 20,000 to get to find out what the next one is. There's your cover. Pertosa, is that the inker?
I am not sure.
Yeah.
Must be.
Well, it doesn't really matter. We'll get it all corrected with Dave next time. And Rudy Susipito or Susipito? I can't pronounce that.
I think Tortosa was the penciler and inkler, just the line artist, and then Rudy probably colored it. So.
Okay. Whale of the Light Lady. And it's based on a famous Filipino legend. The White Lady's beautiful ghost haunting Bella Drive. And as Bonsai Girl reunites with Kat, Michelle, and Rama for the first 7 years, they ride into her trap. And get possessed, and he drives the car crazy. What's going to happen, right?
Yep.
We got metal trading cards with the birthday cake piece that if you've never received a birthday card from Jenky.
If you're friends with Dave or Jinky on Facebook, you're gonna get a birthday card like that on your birthday. So
yeah.
And that was Jinky when she was like in her 20s, man.
Mm-hmm. There's another close-up of the what? What's the matter? What'd you get up for? I've got Kitty wanting attention now. But you want to get up in the camera because I'm not paying enough attention to you? Oh Lord. Okay. Yeah.
So it's everything you expect from a Bonsai Girl comic book.
Yes, if you're familiar with Bonsai Girl, if you know, I mean, it's like I said, it's not safe for kids.
It is not. Like she's not like fighting crime, sitting at a desk, typing at her computer. She's it's not that kind of book.
No. But lots of variant covers, obviously. Most of them by her.
Yeah. Oh, they love their variant covers.
Yes. Well, to me, it's like if you have variants, shouldn't you have other artists involved too? But who am I?
And we got the naughty covers.
Yep.
Or the naughty versions of the covers, I should say.
Yeah. The risque covers, whatever. But yeah, there's lots of stuff to get.
I told Dave I want a mouse pad.
Okay.
There's mouse pads coming.
All right. Okay. Some of the covers are a little bit weird, but
there we go. Mouse pads.
Uh-huh.
Told me you better send me a mouse pad.
And of course there's body pillows because
curl up with Jinky Coronado.
So anyway, the book is already finished, ready to go to the printer. The digital format is 7. Deluxe PDF is 13. Your covers 15 on average. Maybe there's, well, I guess 20. It's 20. Oh, okay. Let me go back here. The 1D Reborn whip is 15 with the whipped cake, and then the regular 1A, 1B. The blank is a C. I don't know. Did I miss a D? In there?
I think you.
No?
Yeah, they skipped D.
Yeah. Oh well.
They should have done a double D cover.
Yes. Anyway, Death's Edge, Born Trapped, Reflections, Cornered, Frosted. Okay. Just a whole bunch of different covers here that, you know.
Yeah, for everybody's taste.
Yeah, anybody and everybody can find the cover they can handle.
Yeah. And if you do pledge if you do back this campaign, there's no worries. Like, you're going to get your books and you're going to get exactly what's expected, and you're going to get it on time.
Yes, this, you know, they've got a long history of backing and shipping books, so that's not an issue there. Some of them are getting a little bit more expensive for reflection covers and stuff like that, but the mouse pads are $25 each. Now, what would be funny is if the mouse pad had these on them, the cushions at the bottom of the breasts.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Oh, really? They do? That's what it is?
Yeah, they're 3D mouse pads, yeah.
Okay, so they actually have the cushion for the wrist.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly, yep.
Right.
Oh, yeah, Dave was very adamant about that. He showed me that. I'm like, oh, I want one of those.
Okay. I saw it, and I could see, but I've never seen, I didn't know if they could actually get it made like that with the gel cushion. Okay, well, that's actually that's now I see why you wanted one.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
You're cushioning your wrists.
It's
the bosoms.
Purely for safety reasons.
Yes. Okay. But yeah, I mean, there's lots of cool stuff here. So I'm not sure what to think.
And you can get them naked too. So
you know, but yeah, there's lots of stuff to pick from, and you know, we don't need a naked, but whatever. Yeah, I mean, metal ones are there and stuff. So I've never seen an actual metal cover. Have you ever seen a metal cover comic before?
I have a couple times, yes.
Okay. I've never seen one, so I don't know what they actually are. So
I believe it's just like a metal foil cover.
Okay. Well, the original. Okay. Art 250. Okay, original Art 250.
And if you're a fan of Larry Tuazon, lots of art by Larry here.
Yeah.
Lots of colors by oh my goodness, her name escapes my mind.
Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. That's different. Yes, I do remember Who Wants to Be a Superhero.
CC. That's who it is.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yes.
Lots of colors by CC.
Yeah. So, yeah. The usual suspects, as it were.
Yeah, the usual crew. So
yeah, I'm okay. Let's see. Let's refresh this and see if it's got.
So it's doing really well so far, but yeah, like we always hope to reach that next tier.
Yeah. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one. And that is Detonator 1 through 6, the complete series. As 15 days ago. It's over its goal, so it will be filled. This is about a character who fights mental illness and isolation and stuff like that. Being a supervillain. So it's at 74 backers so far. You can get a trade paperback for $50, which collects all 6 issues in one softcover. You can get a hardcover edition as well, which is $70. Or you can just get the singles, the complete series of physical copies and PDFs of all 6 issues for $50 as well. So, decent level. You can get variant covers if you want. Every variant cover, every variant. Yeah. But you got 145 pages of story written by James Parrish and drawn by Carlos and Zamudio, with incredible covers drawn by Carlos and variant cover artists. What's the story? How far would you go to help a friend struggling with depression and PTSD? Kaz would blow up his friend's house. And my cat would get on my chest.
Yes, he would.
Yes, he's trying to protect me from my PTSD. Voila. Yes, purr louder so that they can hear you. Anyway, his friend Matthew can fly to the moon and back, but he hasn't left his bedroom in months due to crippling PTSD and depression he's developed as a superhero. After Kaz's attempts to reach out fail, he desperately resorts to becoming a supervillain Detonator who will force Matt to confront his mental health issues whether he wants to or not. This rash decision will have catastrophic consequences for Kaz and everyone he cares about. Witness these bloody consequences in the conclusion of the Detonator saga. While Detonator is full of action and explosions, it's full of moments exploring how PTSD and depression harm not just the person experiencing the PTSD, but their families, their friends, and entire communities, as well as how far your loved ones will go to help you.
It looks like some really nice art.
Yes, I'm really digging it. This is one of the reasons I kind of was hoping to have our guest that we were going to have this week, because she's got a PhD and she's a nurse and handles some of that stuff and talks about those sort of things and educational about, mental health and other type of health. And I thought this would be a good book for her to talk about with us, but
Right.
it's happened, so we'll probably come back to it next week if it's still on. I think it's still, it's 15 days, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we can always, if she's back next week or something, we can do that. But yeah, I mean, colors are different, but they're actually very, very much how a person with PTSD would look at it.
Right.
Because people who have PTSD, especially from explosions, often when they hear things or they see bright flashes, they don't see all the color anymore. They see specific color. It's like a mental image flashes over what they actually see. And so they're reliving what caused the trauma, as well as the context of what's happening. And that's kind of what's going on here.
Right.
And look, I just like the idea of his face He's like a giant bomb head with the little fingers.
Mhm. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a really nice design. Has covers by one Gideon, which of course we know him. They've got a mention from Venom and Jurassic League, but that's the guy who does Cowboys of Moon Mesa too.
Okay, all right.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool looking cover too.
That is.
It's Martin Marazzo. I mean, really, they picked some really good cover people. The host, okay, yeah, they did some really nice job. You know, yeah, they did a really nice job of that. So, you know, good book to check out. And you know, most stories have 21 and 25, but the last one has 33. You're going to get the whole 145 pages, but you got to get the trade paperback with the hardcover. So, you know, cool thing to check out. You can also get a collector's edition box with graffiti art, all 6 issues of trade paperback, the hardcover, a T-shirt, a D20, like we need a D20. You do, I know.
I've got quite a few.
Yeah. But does it explode?
No, it does not. And of course, you can always use another D20. Always.
Anyway, every unlocked stretch goal, all signed and sent to your door. Yeah. You know, cool T-shirts, though.
Oh, yeah. Very cool T-shirts.
And then there's your D20.
I'm curious about the sizes of the T-shirts.
Let's see if it tells us. This is all sizes.
Okay, because a lot of times they don't have, my size. They don't have big boy sizes.
Yeah, well, they say all sizes. What does that mean?
Right, like 3X. It's like, I laugh at your 3X.
Yes. No, I need fluffy size, damn it. Give me some Hawaiian shirts. That's what you really need, is to get a bunch of Hawaiian shirts and just start walking around. Call yourself the Alpine and Fluffy.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah, I mean, those look interesting. We'll have to find out. There's the covers again. Your stretch goals. You get a bookmark. You get a sticker package. You get trading cards. You get a poster. Plus, I'll get a detonator tattoo. Why? No. Anyway, where are they at for sale? 5,864. So they got a long way to go before you really get any all those extras. But that's fine. You get a bookmark so far. Well, not quite. The 6,000, not 5,000.
Yeah.
There's James Parrish, and
so this one is fully completed already, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So
I would go ahead.
Is about shipping and getting your product if you back this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you figure that they've already shipped this 5 or 6 times.
Right.
For the individual issues. This is just a complete series, throwing in the rest of the story and getting the trades and more than anything else, I would say. Or maybe the final, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to probably get the trade edition. I'm thinking maybe. And a T-shirt maybe. Some add-on.
Right.
Well, but that's what I'm thinking. I don't know for sure.
I want that D20.
Yeah. Well, we have to find out how much all that costs. You're going to have to check it out on that thing.
Yep.
But oh, by the way, I know I forgot something. Hold on a second. Let me go back to my notes. People want to know what's going on. We didn't do our normal thing. I'm sorry. There's the Bonsai Girl Kickstarter address. All the links are in the description of the video, but I'm sorry, Cat's been distracting me being in my lap and in my chest.
That's all right.
But there's the Kickstarter address for Bonsai Girl. And there's the one for Detonator. So that's the one for this is the address for this one you're looking at right now. Like I said, I really would like to see what this is, just because of the whole point of the themes of mental illness and
right
PTSD and stuff like that. I think it has some benefit beyond just a comic book per se. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Hold on a second. This is trying to do something else here now.
It's not a well-known fact, but Raven actually suffers from PCSD, Pussycat syndrome. Pussycat stress syndrome.
Just didn't work, dude. I'm sorry. Anyway, this is the new one. It's sort of the War Monster. This one has already been successfully completed, but you can do late pledges for the available rewards if you're interested. Let's look at the video.
This looks really cool.
Monster Forge. We make monsters.
Wow, they even got Ice-T to voice that, hey?
It sounded like it.
That's impressive.
Well, given who's involved in this, I mean, for those who may not know, both Shannon and Jeffrey are people who do work in Hollywood as animation and film people, as well as comics. And Jeff's also a well-known prose fiction author. So you've got a really high-end quality team on the book.
Looks gorgeous.
Yeah. There's the cover. What can we order? You can get the whole 100-page high-res PDF for $15. The book is $25 for 100 pages. You also get the digital copy, so you get 2 copies effectively.
Methinks I'm definitely buying that PDF.
Okay. What's the matter? I can't get where I want to be. He doesn't know what he wants. But anyway, signed book is $40. Barbarian Bundle is the graphic novel, digital copy, collector trading cards, and additional novella as well. The Paladin Bundle gets you the Atlantean soft cover at a special bundle price. So you get a whole bunch of stuff, extra books basically. Let's see if they can give me what the other one is, if they have there. But yeah, it's like if you like Conan, Frankenstein, and Monty Python rolled into one, you're gonna love this book. yeah, that's basically what it is. That's what I was going to say. It looks like what if Frankenstein was Conan? Retailers, 5 copies for $62. I know that doesn't sound like much, but if the book costs $20-25 and you're getting it for $12.25, I mean, you can't ask for much more discount than that. Well, you could, but you're being an ass.
Right.
The Ranger Bundle, you get your graphic novel, digital copy of the book, collector cards, digital novella, the 96-page Forge of Monsters softcover, and the 52-page Atlantean softcover at a special bundle price. So you're getting 3 graphic novels, a digital copy, a digital novella, and cards. Okay. That ain't bad. Not bad at all. The Road Bundle, what else do you get? Oh, you get you get Forge of Monsters cards and Monster Club card and Forge Fiend pen. Okay, you get all kinds of stuff.
Very nice.
If you go for the Wizard Bundle, you get a 9-inch War Monster statue. That's interesting. So there's lots of stuff. And it just closed it on the 14th. But like I said, they're still expanding, so you can still get stuff that you can order. I don't know what I'm going to get yet. I'd like to get some of the extra graphic novels, just because they're there. But we'll see. And you're going to probably want something too. So there's.
Oh yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, it's been quite an interesting thing so far. And whoops, what you gonna do? Oh, he's gotta climb up. Oh shoot. Oh. Oh.
The Midnight Monster needs cuddles.
This is what you guys have to understand. He doesn't normally do this, but he's lost like half his body weight in the last 6 months because his kidneys aren't working properly, and the weather is weird, and he gets cold, and he just wants to be helped.
Right.
And he just purrs like heck. It's okay. It's okay. He's actually shaking, which is not good. Well, I got you. You're okay. I just had to move my arm a little bit. Good boy. Yeah. All right. Let's see. People want to know what that was. So, no, that's not what I wanted. There we go. There was the link to that one. And let me go ahead and reshare it and refresh it a little bit. Like I said, I'm enjoying it. As far as the video it looked good. I'm expecting a quality product from them. They are an extent. They've been around for decades, making all kinds of stuff. So I have no question that we're going to get a good product out. But it is kind of weird at the same time.
Right.
But yeah, I'm just looking forward to checking this one out. You said you were probably going to get the PDF.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you'll get the.
Because this book looks really, really cool. So
Yeah. Well, I was thinking you should get all. Get the printed editions of all the other ones that are the back ones that they've made in the past. But
right, if I had a place to put them, sure.
Yeah. Okay. Our next one is Classic Spinner Racks for the 21st century. This is on fundmycomic.com. Poor Dave had a hard time getting this set
live.
up.
Yeah. Set up and getting it live. Yes, he did. This just broke today. Just went live today. So
yeah, we got it live now, and this is for those of you. I don't know. It does pretty good. Here we go.
So this isn't your typical spinner rack. This was specially designed to be easily portable and to be very easy to put together and take apart, especially for Comic-Cons. And it is probably half or less of the price of a normal spinner rack, because those things go for like $1,200. Extra wide pockets. You can fit pretty much any book in there. And if this does well, I'm pretty sure they're going to be making the tabletop size. So it's half the size, stands about, I don't know, 3 feet tall, and can hold half the books are the big ones. So,
mm-hmm. And of course, you can get more than just you get a T-shirt. It says, "Hey Kids Comics," and but you have to specify what you want in the survey. Otherwise, it's going to do an extra large. Which, of course, for the small girls, is like, "Hey, that's a light shirt anyway."
Exactly. Yep.
Did I tell you what happened when I bought you a shirt recently?
Yeah. Weren't they like? Was that going to be like a night shirt for you, man?
Yeah, that's yeah. like, I didn't know you were a size 3X. Do I look like I wear a size 3X to you? Just mental. Yeah, it's not for me, But anyway. Yes, that's your tail. That's your tail. He's washing himself. You're gonna bathe. You have to get out. You have to get on my lap. Yeah. You get down. Okay. Thank you. Let's see what else we got. Of course, we got the other T-shirt graphic. Who's the guy?
It's just some model.
Okay.
Not sure. Yeah, somebody special.
Yeah. That's hair. That hair is something else.
Yeah, it is. That it is. But you really can't beat the price on this. Like I said, it's literally half or more less off. What you pay for a normal spinner rack.
Yeah. You're gonna get $4.99. That's $100 off the regular retail price of $5.99 that they're usually charging for this. For this particular version. Now, if you were to go find one on eBay that is equivalent, the classic, like the old school ones,
right?
They run anywhere from $8,000 to $2,000.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And they're not going to be as break down. They don't break down as easily. This is going to be new materials, a lot more easily set up. Whereas if something goes wrong and the parts are missing or something breaks, it's going to be a lot more easier to get replacement parts.
Right. Yep. So if you do get a defective one, you just let Dave know, and he will take care of you.
Yes, he will. He's already been doing that a lot because there was a mistake at the manufacturer, and he's been working on that tirelessly to get that straightened out for backers who bought it on the original campaign. But it's a matter of not just that. You also get the carrier bag.
Yeah, the bag is really nice bag. Because if you get a classic spinner rack from anywhere else, it's going to be clanky, it's going to be janky, and it's going to be stanky.
Okay. But this way you have something that's actually portable that you can carry around with you in a bag that's custom built like a good solid roller and suitcase type for shipping in airports and stuff like that.
Right. And I believe when Dave did the test of this, you can get this thing down in 10 minutes, up in like 10 minutes. So it's really easy to put together. And it comes in black if you want it.
Mm-hmm. Black or white. And you can see it's got anti-resistance slip pads. You've got a comfortable handle. You've got your rubber wheels for your portability. You've got a removable shoulder strap with padding. That's what it looks like when you carry it with the shoulder pad. You can have it with like a backpack. You can roll it.
Yeah. And if you happen to kill someone at the comic shop, you can fit the body in there.
Only if you kill Pucker Wolverine.
No, they'll fit. I think you can fit a whole body in there.
Anyway. There's also
key ring, looks like.
That's your rack logo tag.
Oh yeah.
That lets people know which bag holds your rack and stuff like that. You also get the comics, select them all, the best in comics, Hey Kids comics, little folder things that you can make it look like the old school style if you want. Now, granted, he couldn't put the actual characters across the bottom because those were actual trademarked and licensed property IP brands. And yeah, he could have put like, Jiggy Coronado and some other characters on there, but nah, he kept it basic, you know.
You want to invoke that nostalgia, but
Yeah.
if you want, you can print out that size cards for your own titles, and you can put that in there too. So
That's right.
that fits in there just as easily. So
Now this opened just today or yesterday.
it launched today.
It launched today, so you know this is something new, something to check out. And let me go ahead and get my notes here. This is the link to this one. And now, Fun My Comic, we've had Fun My Comics founder Luke Stone on the show recently. We know that Fun My Comic isn't like the most well-known campaign site, but this is it's already been run on Kickstarter.
Right.
And this is to get for people that are into the independent scene that don't want to do business with Kickstarter or Indiegogo for reasons. And it's also for the fans who missed out on the run, because the campaigns over at Kickstarter and Indiegogo can get a little bit weird. And
They can.
And sometimes you don't know when something ends or when it does end, if it's going to continue to be something you can do a post-campaign order or not through the time it gets released or whatever. And since this has already been made and released, Dave can't do it where you can order it. I don't know if he can do it on Kickstarter and order it back order. I don't think he can, because the way that campaign was set up. So that's why he's over here at Fund My Comic instead of relaunching another one, because we don't need people getting confused between the relaunch and the launch.
Well, and Fund My Comic is a great site. I mean, they take care of their creators. They have, you can choose your goal, basically, however long you want to have your campaign for. It's just a really fantastic site.
Okay. And speaking of Fund My Comic, we've got one more to go. That is the Safeguard #1 Pandemonium by Dave Brink and friends. They've got 10 more days, or wasting 10 days. Let's see how many. They got 19 days left to go. It's going to end on December 14th. They're about 76% done. I'm liking the cover, or the artwork here, the pencils that they showed here.
I look at that cover and I'm like, that needs some ink.
This is the actual cover, and it's so image.
Very nice. Yeah, but if you're a fan of Image style or Image comics and that era, this is a fantastic cover.
Yeah, I mean this, and it's when I say that 90s Image look, it has some of the sensibilities of a lot of different artists in this.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I can see Jim. Yeah.
You can see both. You can see both Jim Valentino and Jim Lee in this. You can see Freifeld in this. You can see Silvestri in this. You can see people that aren't necessarily Image guys, like the guy in the top left, Bart Sears.
Yeah. Well, there's even a little bit of Liefeld in here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, yeah. So it's like just about everyone except for maybe Eric Larson is represented in this.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Yeah.
Because even the backgrounds, you look at some of the background design and some of the ways, the poses, everything. It's interesting. I mean, maybe not. No, I can see a little bit of McFarlane in some of this, but yeah, very Liefeld like, very different things there. But here's another one of the covers. This is by Hal Rodricks rather. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he's got a nice, unique style.
Mm-hmm.
This is the Alan Goldman Pencils edition.
Very nice.
And that is no inks, no colors, no lettering, just the pencil art, which you can buy separate. So that's an interesting thing to sit there and check out. Here's the back cover by Pal Rodricks and Enrico Sciocca with the villains, I presume. It just looks really good. So let's see.
Yeah, very clean art. Yeah.
So let's see what they want here. They want the regular cover is 15. Now ship on July 1st of next year. The B cover is going to be 15. The pencil edition is going to be 28. Okay. Interesting. All right. You can get both of the right A and B cover for 28. All right. Or you can get the regular cover and the pencil edition, the physical copies for 40. Or you can get all three for 54. You try to do your best. You get your own personal commission by Alan Goldman for $250. 7 by 11 inch format. You get it physical and digital formats. You also get a signed copy of Safeguard Covers A and B plus pencil edition. So you're getting all the, you're not just buying the artwork, you're getting all the books with it. So it's not actually $250 because you figure the 3 books is 54 plus a digital. So it's like asking like 180 for your art, which is, for a full rendered illustration of whatever character you want, that's not bad.
No, not at all.
You can buy the original cover art by Paul Rodricks for $500. Okay. Back cover for $500 as well. $800 is the double pass page art that they were showing there right there, by Alan Goldman. And it's like, yeah, I almost want it. If I had money for that, I would get it. It is.
Right.
I actually do like the guy's work as far as that goes. And apparently is there more? I don't know. It says 3D. Weird. Okay, but yeah, I mean, this is just it has a very 90s image look. That's okay though, because a lot of people still like that look.
Yes, they do.
And his anatomy is strong enough that I don't mind it that much. Whereas the other guys, some of their stuff used to bother the heck out of me. I mean, some of this, like this big guy holding the one guy by the throat here, I don't particularly care for that torso, the way it's shaped. It looks kind of funky.
Yeah, but it's cool.
Yeah.
And cool always trumps realistic.
The thing is, it just looks too weird to me, the way he did the shading on that. But that's okay. Like I said, little things like that can get to me, but it is what it is. And then you can see his actual underdrawing work here, work in progress as well. So and you also get 2 brand new trading cards drawn by Dutch artist Renee Bergmans. So, hello. That's actually a pretty cool thing. I don't know if they have if this is just at Fun My Comic or not. I'm going to contact these guys to see if we get some more information because they've got days left to go, a couple weeks left to go on this, I think. Didn't they? Yeah, 19 days left to go. And why not promote this a little bit more? So, they've been doing pretty good so far.
Yep.
So, that is that. And did I share it or not? No, I did not. So
No.
Okay. Oh, kitty boy. He keeps wanting to get up here. I'm like, no. You've been up enough here in my lap today. Oh. There we go. There's the link to it.
There you go. So if you're looking for a very cool image style artwork book here, this is your thing.
You want to do it? I want up here. I'm not happy. You didn't get up with me and go take me downstairs and feed me again. Yeah. So those are our 5 things that we're going to review tonight. We do have a couple of other topics we want to talk about. Where would you go looking for good reviews of comics if there wasn't a site like mine to come to?
Are you asking me personally?
Yes.
Google.
Okay. Well, the reason I asked that question is because someone asked Perchy Perch Putsington III, where are the good comic book reviews? And Perch goes into a 15-minute sermon about how there aren't any good sites anymore because, people don't get paid to do reviews and people don't, they don't go to the websites. They come to listen to us talk and jibber jabber on YouTube and something like that. Okay, whatever. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Augie DeBlick. He used to do Pipeline comics.
No.
Okay. He did it for over 20 years in print. He was at Comic Book Resources. He was all over, syndicated in a lot of places in the 90s and early 2000s. I think he left CBR when Jonas sold the company.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, he comes on there. He says, "Yeah, you're not wrong. There, it's difficult for us to find anybody who wants to pay us to make good reviews and stuff like that. But I've been doing it for almost 25 years. Why didn't you mention me?" Exactly. And then there was another guy on there who does like 1-minute comic reviews. And I checked him out. And he's actually pretty good for 1 minute. He does a really nice job. And of course, there's us. And there's plenty of other people out there doing quality comics reviews.
Right.
So why does he go on to this 15-minute sermon of, well, nobody makes them anymore? We do make them. You have to start looking for us and start promoting your fellow podcasters or something instead of sitting there going, there's nothing out there for anybody to enjoy comics. eh. This is why I don't like him. It's ridiculous. You know, it's the same thing. There's no comic book distribution. Really, there aren't. Okay, how about this company? You know, the same. I can do the same thing to him there. He'll sit there and go, "There's no kids comics sold unless you buy certain titles." And it's like, what about all these? Oh,
Yep.
and yet the site, when you go to Augie's site, he has like 1,200 subscribers is all. A lot of these other guys, 150, 75 subscribers is all. And it's the idiot like Portia gets 53,000. And I cannot wrap my head around this. What is the mentality of the audience that wants to go listen and tell you that there's nothing for you when the people that are trying to show you what there is for you, you don't go and look at their site?
Yeah. Hey, just looking for drama.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
I don't know. It flusters me because there are literally dozens and dozens of quality review sites and review podcasters that aren't just creating drama, as you say, ragging on creators or ragging on editors because they don't like whatever book's coming out, or they want to play armchair publisher and say, this is what I would do if I were in charge. That's what you think you would do.
Right.
You have no expertise to understand what it is you would be allowed to do when you work at these companies.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that these creators and these editors just run roughshod, and that's not how it works. A lot of times you have to go to writers' meetings, and basically whoever yells at each other the loudest and gets their point across gets to do what they want. And and the others just subvert to whoever the loudest guy was in the argument. Hello again. He is just wanting to be held today. Poor baby. Poor baby. Even Gail Simone publicly commented on this past week, that she would go into meetings, and she's not the type to start yelling at each other. So she mentions a comment, nobody responds. Okay, next idea. And then 2 or 3 days later, one of the guys comes up with her idea, presenting it as his, and they start arguing over who's going to get to do it. Yeah. So she's like, "Yeah, I don't even want to participate in this. I'll just pitch it on my own to my own editors and see what I get."
Right.
Yeah, and I can't blame her, because having done that kind of situation where I've done that and had my student, either nobody wants it or we're not going to do that, and then see my stuff recycled after they've rejected it. Yeah. I didn't realize it actually happened like that in the circle, shall we say. But
right.
I'm not surprised, when Gail mentioned that. So I was like, yeah, okay. But of course, I'm sure if we had Dave, he would tell you the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
David Campbell. But it's kind of a weird situation that, if you want to know why it's always the same writers getting all the work, or it's always the same click, it's all about who's loudest and gets in everybody's face or whatever, I guess. It seems like that's what's going on.
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I would get tired of hearing the same people all the time. Wouldn't you? It
gets boring after a while, yeah.
But so those are two things that were just happened to catch my attention excessively on social media, because they do not just on YouTube, but on Facebook. They'll do things like, "Oh man, we need to find a new shop in one place for all comics. We don't have previews anymore." I'm like, "Are you idiots or what? Previews didn't even give you 10% of the market." You know, you know, and the thing is, the people who are saying this should know this, because they're sitting there always talking about underground comics and independent comics and crowdfunding comics and web comics. Well, then why, all that stuff wasn't in previews, so why would you say we need a one-shop stop catalog like previews when it was not that to begin with? And the truth is, I understand that people like the idea of one-stop shopping, but the reality is that's not how the world works.
No.
And I don't know about when you were a kid. Now, Peter, there wasn't anything to go to. I understand, but
I had 7-Eleven and Ed's Place. That's where, yeah.
But like when you went to college, or not to college, but to the military, down here in Columbia, there were stores that you could go.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And you wouldn't just go to one comic shop. You'd visit all the comic shops to see what was at one store that the others didn't carry, right?
Within driving reason, yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't saying you had to go drive hundreds of miles to get there.
But within reasonable distance, yeah, absolutely we would.
Yeah. That was the thing I did in college. I would go literally, like there were 6 or 8 stores in town. I would go every day to a different comic shop and visit. And in fact, I would actually, in many cases, like do sit-ins at the store, promote other people's comics, and promote my own stuff as I was doing the underground and self-published stuff. And I don't understand why people don't do that anymore, and why people are so seemingly so against it, per se. I mean, I get it. I mean, I do go to the stores here in Columbia, and there's not as much space to do all that stuff, because, well, they're not comic shops anymore. They
sell collectibles and all the other stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So there's not really the floor space that there was back in the day. And it's not like back in the day there wasn't toys or some extra things, but you didn't have, 400 square foot of Funko Pop either.
Right.
So, it is what it is, but I just kind of find it weird because, pardon me, he's trying to put me to sleep here. But yeah, I just find it weird that it doesn't seem to have that kind of communication and that kind of interaction anymore. But then, even at the same time, I think back in the 90s, I used to get in so many arguments with store owners because I was promoting not what they wanted promoted. Let's put it that way. What are you doing selling concrete? What are you doing selling 11 rockets? That stuff don't sell.
Well, I prove them wrong. So.
Well, no, don't you know I'm trying to get rid of these extra freaking 300 copies of X-Men I ordered? That's about the truth of it.
Yep.
So anyway, yeah, I mean, it's interesting though that some of the thoughts that come across the internet and the way people pursue things. I have to wonder sometimes how old people are, the ones that are making the comments. Were they old enough to be there to know what was there, or are they younger? Because, I mean, things have changed in the last 25, 35 years. And what was done certain way back in the 70s and 80s when my mother ran a toy store, how she marketed comics. It still works today if someone wants to do it, but apparently people don't.
Right.
It's the same thing with how they're just doing it. Kind of. I would like to have a sit down with some of these people and figure out the evolution of that change of that.
Well, I think a lot of comics nowadays are like the creators are, for in large part, like in South America and overseas, because the labor is cheaper too. So
true, but a lot of those people moved to the States too, at least for a little while.
yeah,
Because if they don't have someone like Dave and Petey to represent them through Glass House, or I don't know if Dave Holbrook represents anybody like that, but he has had studios where he's represented international artists and stuff. I never really, I can't say, I didn't represent anybody out of South America, but I have represented people who lived in Canada, and I have represented people who lived in not Puerto Rico, the other one.
like Venezuela.
No, right around Puerto Rico.
Brazil.
No. We can tell that he did not pass his geography class.
I did not. I hated geography. I couldn't even tell you what was around there.
I was thinking Dominican Republic. Thank you. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, if you're not traveling overseas and you're not doing that, it's kind of hard to represent them, I think.
Right.
So I had to wait for them to come to the States, and then a lot of times, and Dave can back me up on this, you start representing an artist or a writer, and you get him a contract and everything, and the next thing you know, the editor's trying to talk him out of the representation.
Mm-hmm. That happens a lot.
And I don't really understand why. The whole point of what we're doing is to make your job easier, and get that. We're kind of like that backstop and extra communication that you need.
I think it's all about money. They don't have representation. They can screw the artist over.
Well, what happens more often is the artist screws the publisher over, because if you're not going to pay them, then they don't do their work.
Right.
Whereas if they're under contract, first off, they're not going to get screwed as much if at all, because we're going to be making sure that their contract's getting fulfilled correctly. But that's the thing. What do you want? Do you want to do things right, or you want to get things screwed up?
Right.
But I think that comes to a thing there. But it's also a lot of us. I'm talking about going to comic stores and repping. You've heard this plenty of times online, but we never see anybody do like store appearances or tour like they used to. Well, the reason we don't is because you're not carrying the books anyway.
Right.
I mean, there's no sense in me setting up 70 to 100 different store visits across the country if you're only going to order 6 to 10 copies per store.
Mm-hmm.
I'm selling what? 500 to 700 copies, 500 to 1,000 copies for these 100 store visits that I've got to pay out of my pocket to travel to. Or are you actually, how many stores are actually willing to pay for my gas or my travel accommodations and my hotel and other things to make these appearances.
Right. And that only happens if you're a big name artist.
No, I used to get paid to do things back in the 90s.
Yeah.
But I wasn't just doing myself. I was also scheduling other people to come with me. So, it would be several people. And, yeah, you might have nothing again. I want to say Steve Lieber isn't a name, but it's not like Steve Lieber is Jim Lee.
Right.
Or, it's not like Steve Lieber is George Perez, or something like that, So, and even when that happens, sometimes I've scheduled store appearances where the store just completely botched the whole thing. So, that's another thing with us these days. We're like, why don't you make the store appearances? Because that's part of what we have to do is that. And when the stores don't give us what we need, in turn, it makes it difficult for us to continue doing that kind of business and marketing. But we'll talk about that another night when we can get other people on board with it and give a little more with that. We have some cool stuff here, though, this week for our unboxings. What did we get here? I don't know. Got this. Doesn't want to go off here. There we go. Can you?
Very cool. That looks really nice.
I'm going to try and get this out of the plastic here. It's all taped on this board so it won't move, which is a good thing. Don't misunderstand me. They do a nice packing job. And you should do as much type of holding your books down so that they don't move as possible. Because if that's how when they don't move, and they're more solidly packed like that, the less chance for damages in the shipping. This has an interesting Ziploc bag that came in. So that's different. This is kind of an interesting semi-soft, bendable hardcover.
But that is a thick boy.
Yeah, not that thick actually.
It looks pretty thick.
It's about 160 pages.
It's not too shabby.
A nice gloss stock cover, Halloween Noir. As you can see, it's autographed by Barrington on the cover. And, I don't want to break the spine on this. Let me go ahead and go to, there we go.
Very nice.
Back to seeing like that again. There we go. Now you don't have the glare. The back cover. Halloween Eve and all her friends, shall we say. Cullen Bunn gives a forward, and it's mostly just like pinups and stuff like that, but it's just.
But pinups are extremely cool. So,
yeah. I mean, and it's also just developmental art and.
Very nice.
Yeah, I love this stuff. This is a series of Nocturnals that, to me, this series should be selling 6 figures every issue. There's no reason for it not to be. I mean, look at his pencils.
It's definitely good enough.
Yeah.
Beautiful book.
Yeah. Well, this is just the origin, an art book for it. If you've never read a Nocturnals comic,
A couple.
yeah, I mean, I know sometimes it can be a little bit weird and esoteric, if you're not into it, but
I'm good with weird.
yeah, I mean, to me, this is one of those series that replaces your X-Men for all you fans that whine there's too many X books, there's you can't afford them all, and they've gone woke, and Iceman's gay, and this is why. then read this, okay? Stop buying X books and read Nocturnals, okay? That's what I would tell you, straight up. So that's one of the things I got in the mail, or not today. I got it last weekend, but now this is my other box. What do we have here? Well, where's it from? It says Media Mail, Zone 5, shipped November 19th. Yes, Media Mail from Kansas City, Missouri. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Oh, we know what this is. Yes, we do. Metal Hurlant number 3.
Now, question. Seeing as the company who puts Metal Hurlant out went bankrupt, is Metal Hurlant still coming out, or is that the last issue?
Don't know yet. That's still a negotiation. I think they are going to try to fulfill the Kickstarter in full of what you ordered. So I'm not positive on that, but that's basically what I've been led to believe so far. The cover is just the weirdest looking thing. The cat's coming out of her mouth in the side of her face. The monster within. Yes, he is. No wonder I don't have that coming out in real life right now.
Yeah. Did Midnight pose for that?
Well, did you? Was that what you were waiting for? Is that what you were waiting for, to see if you were on the cover?
Got paid in catnip.
Yeah, he's checking it out. Yep. Did they do a good job of you? Did they do a good job showing you? I don't know, but yeah, apparently the Creature of the Black Lagoon has grown a mohawk. Nope, wrong side.
That's funny.
Yeah. And the face reminds me of somebody too, but I'm not going to say who, because the person watches our show regularly and might get mad. Said something. You might go, "What are you talking about? That don't look like me." But yeah, it kind of does. Oh man. Anyway, lots of interesting.
Just stunning art.
Yep. I just love this kind of stuff to read and enjoy. And I kind of ask myself, why don't more retailers and more fans pursue these kind of products as their primary interest? Why are they so obsessed with, I don't want to say bad comics, that's not fair, but comics they're seemingly not happy with would be is what I would say, based on what you hear from them.
Right.
I'm just looking at some of this crazy stuff, man. I want, you know, you got to be careful with Metal Hurlant because there's going to be nudity, there's going to be other things in it. So I want to make sure what I'm looking at is appropriate, you know. Like I can't show this thing right now because there's a whole bunch of boobage. Okay. And I can't show that for that reason. But that is the one thing I will kind of complain about, sort of, but not really. Metal Hurlant. This is bad. You know, I mean, it may not be the most exciting thing that you're seeing in terms of what is being drawn, but how many people can actually sit down and draw a shopping cart basket?
Not many. Hell, there's a very few artists that can draw realistic looking clothes nowadays.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, so as banal or boring as that looks, it's impressive to me that people can do this kind of work and do it well, and still have facial expression. Just a minute. Where are you, little snot? Getting in things you shouldn't be getting into.
As cats are wont to do.
Well, he knows better. He always gets a whooping when he goes in that spot, and I'm still going to go in there. And then gets mad at me and hisses at me because I gave him a whooping. Whose fault is that? Right?
Right.
There we go. There's some nice science fiction type art as well. It's not quite Mobius, but it has a Mobius feel to it.
Oh, yeah, very much.
And this is Inkly by Lyle, actually. Okay. All right. Ooh. J.C. Messieres, Jean-Claude. He who does Valerian.
Very nice.
You get some nice stuff in there too. You get a sort of a Frankenstein type thing going on by Corin Shadby. This is a preview of the book Haunted.
That is gorgeous.
Yeah. So there's interviews, of course, and other things as well. So definitely worth my time. I'm going to look forward to reading that as well. So those are all two unboxings for today. And I think that's a good place for us to round off the show. We're going to not do a show Thursday because it's Thanksgiving. We decided not to do a Friday night movie because John's going to be out of town with his family, doing an extended Thanksgiving vacation. Chris is probably going to be in food coma.
I will be absolutely on Friday. Yeah, got gravy, all gravy dripping down my face, and stuffing in my beard.
But I don't know if I'll do a live draw on Friday or not. Maybe Friday or Saturday I'll do a live draw to do something. I do have some commissions I need to get done. So hopefully, if I can get a hold of my clients tomorrow, and say and finally get things nailed down with what they want. Nothing like trying to get a hold of someone and then 3 months later, hey, I still haven't heard from you.
Right.
So, but anyway, we'll try and get that straightened out and get everything done this weekend. But that should be all for us. So, without further ado, let me do our outtake if this stupid machine will work. It doesn't want to work. Does it ever want to work, right?
Not a lot.
Okay, that's good. All right. So again, I do apologize that our guest got messed up on unable to do the show tonight, but we'll get them on and talk about their stuff soon. Hopefully next week or the week after at the latest. But we appreciate you all coming in and watching. And as always, if you want to reach out to me on social media, you can find me at Facebook, Rules.Raven, Twitter X, Rules.Raven2, DeviantArt.com/BrightRaven to find more of my artwork, DeviantArt.com/FatBoy73 for Chris. We're watching Quoth the Raven, newest Bright Raven exclusively on YouTube. Email Quoth the Raven, LBR72@gmail.com is the primary one. If you don't reach me there or I don't respond, try LewisBrightRaven@yahoo.com. And the Comic Nerd is ghthrowingstones@gmail.com. And you do not have a scheduled show for this weekend, I assume.
No.
Yeah. Because David said that anyway. He's on a break. But anyway. Yeah. So that's all we got for you tonight, folks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys Monday at the latest. If I don't do something in the weekend, we'll see you guys on Monday. But until then, you guys have a great, safe, and festive Thanksgiving week. And go get your comics tomorrow and enjoy yourselves. So,
Yes.
Till then, Quoth the Raven, nevermore. Gobble, gobble, gobble.